Hi everyone, I'm Jason Lee. I'm a former USTA twirler, current USTA coach and judge, and I am here to help you celebrate National Nutrition Month, which is March. We're here taking you through one of Ina Garten's recipes for homemade granola bars. It's a great recipe. Some people like granola bars that are crispy and crunchy. Some like granola bars that are chewy, and this is really the best of both worlds. And it's also super healthy for athletes that are getting back in the gym, getting ready for the upcoming national championships. So without further ado, let's take you through the recipe for National Nutrition Month. First off, we're starting out with a cup of oatmeal. This is steel cut oats. I like steel cut oats a little bit better, but if you have quick cooking oats, you can use that. So we're gonna just throw this on this baking sheet here. We have half a cup of sweetened shredded coconut. So just a little bit of that, and half a cup of slivered almonds. So all healthy stuff, right? All super healthy. We're gonna dump them onto this baking sheet, just mix it up. Make sure you wash your hands beforehand, nice and clean. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna spread this out on a baking sheet, and we're gonna throw this in. Come on over on this side. We're gonna throw this into a 350-degree oven for 10 to 12 minutes, basically until everything starts getting a little toasty and the almonds take on a golden brown color. Okay, next up we're gonna make a mixture that's gonna bind all of our ingredients together. So in this saucepan right here, I've got a tablespoon and a half of butter. I've got 1/8 of a cup of brown sugar, just a little bit of brown sugar, not a lot of brown sugar, just a little bit. I'm gonna start that heating up so the butter melts. To this mixture, I'm gonna add in 1/3 of a cup of Farmer's Market honey. Here's a tip for honey. I have put boiling water in this measuring cup that I'm gonna use to put out the honey. And what it's done is it's heated up the measuring cup, and it's just gonna make the honey come out a lot faster. So, helpful tip from Ina Garten. This is really good, slow, thick Farmer's Market honey. All I need is 1/3 of a cup, so like I said, that's gonna bind everything together. That's good. Okay. See, and because the measuring cup was hot, the honey comes out nice and cleanly. There we go. Great. Next, we're gonna put in about 3/4 of a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Vanilla and honey go great together, especially with the coconut that we toasted up a little earlier. So that's half a teaspoon. It's 3/4 of a teaspoon. Now this is not in the ingredient. This is not in the original recipe, but I love almond extract. One of my favorite ingredients. I'm just gonna put a splash of it. We have sliced almonds in the granola mixture, so why not add a little bit of almond extract? Finally, just a pinch of salt. Even sweet things need salt. It'll really bring the flavors together. So, pinch of salt. We'll melt that together. That's done for that step. Okay, now we're ready to make our granola bar mixture. So I'm gonna take all the ingredients that we toasted a little bit earlier. This was the steel cut oats with the slivered almonds and a little bit of toasted coconut. So I'm throwing that into a big mixing bowl. So I have room to mix together all our ingredients. To that, I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of wheat bran. You can use wheat bran, you can use wheat germ. You basically need some type of fiber that's gonna get in the nooks and crannies and hold the entire thing together. To that, the sweetened mixture that we had here that we made, it's got the honey, it's got the vanilla. Oh, it smells great. A little bit of butter, a little bit of salt, a little bit of almond extract. That's going in right now. It smells absolutely fantastic. And I'm just gonna give that a little mix just to make sure this all holds together. Okay. Now I've got some dried fruit. You can use whatever dried fruit you like, but I've got half a cup of chopped up dried apricots here. And I've got the same amount, half a cup of dried cranberries. I just kind of like the sweet and tart combination of these fruits, but hey, if you like one, you can use a little bit more. You can use different fruit here. Dried figs would be a great mixture. Dried cherries would be really good too. But yeah, I mean, look at this. It's already looking good, right? Okay, almost done. So what I've got here right here is about a 9 by 11, 9 by 12 glass dish. It's been greased with some vegetable oil. There's a piece of parchment paper at the bottom just so we can get the granola bars out. It's just gonna make it a little easier. But that's where we're gonna put this mixture. So just gonna put everything in here. I'm gonna try and not lose anything. It's our beautiful mixture of toasted coconut and almonds and all that good wheat germ, along with our toasted fruit. That is gonna make our delicious granola bars. Okay, spread this out, even layer. And this is something that I like to do. So I've taken, remember that measuring cup that we used earlier, either for your wheat germ or for your honey? We're gonna use that just to press down on some of these ingredients, just to get a nice bottom. So I'm just gonna press down a little bit. I oiled it a little bit to keep it from sticking. It's still sticking, so why don't I use my fingers? Just gonna press it down. Get it even. It's not gonna rise, so whatever you see is whatever you get. Okay, that's good. That's the oven. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I turned down the oven temperature to 300 degrees. We're gonna put it in for 15 to 20 minutes. Use your nose, see when it smells good. We'll put this in and we'll show you what the final result looks like. So we let this bake for about 20 minutes, pulled it out. It's been cooling for 40, 45 minutes right now. It's still a little bit soft. It needs to cool off and firm up a little bit more. But it was a little bit thin. I recommend if you're gonna make this recipe to use a slightly smaller dish than what we used here, but I think it's gonna taste great. It really smells great. You can smell the honey and the vanilla just comes through really strongly. So I'm gonna just take a small little taste of it. I know, like I said, it hasn't, oh wow, that looks great. Yeah, you see the dried fruit, you can see the almonds. Oh, it's so good, oh my gosh. That's delicious. It's better than any granola bar I've bought from the store, any granola bar I've eaten. It's absolutely delicious. I hope you give this a try. I hope to see you at another baton competition really soon. Enjoy March, enjoy National Nutrition Month, and I'll catch you guys later.